Grand Rising, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love. Astro Phoenix here, checking in with you guys again. This is going to be the vibrational check-in for today, April 27th of 2021. This card flew out of the deck when I was shuffling, so you already know what kind of day it's going to be. We got the day of healing. We got the card of healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Ooh, guys, coming off that full moon of Scorpio, I'm sure you're still feeling it. It was heavy, it was deep, it was rather spiritual in nature. Many of you might have questioned your purpose, your path, what you're doing in this lifetime, how you're moving things forward. And, you know, since this is an early decade Scorpio moon, it was very personal, and it was in the most primal aspect of Scorpio, which means that there was the potential of lashing out, stinging ourselves, acting rather rashly, acting rather intensely, allowing our emotions to really get the better of us, especially with Mars and Cancer. Didn't really help. But today is going to bring healing. Every day can bring healing. Today, really what I'm hearing is that we have poisoned our own selves with either self-inflicted actions or self-inflicted thoughts of we're not being good enough, we're not good enough, we don't deserve this, we don't deserve that. There is a lot of stinging ourselves, and whenever you get, like I said, a first decade Scorpio energy, especially with a full moon, this is us releasing the primal desire to sting ourselves, to hurt ourselves, to lash out against ourselves, because that's what this really comes down to. Now, you might have experienced this from someone else. Someone else might have lashed out at you, or gotten angry with you, or upset with you, or whatever have you, right? But I guarantee you that whatever it is that they're expressing and projecting onto you, they more than likely projected that onto themselves 10 times harder, and now they're dealing with the repercussions of these actions, right? So what do we do when we sting ourselves? What happens when we get poisoned? Well, we can suck the poison out, or what happens in many times is that the universe provides us with an antitoxin, which is usually another poison. How we can use another toxin or poison to counteract how we already have inflicted damage upon ourselves. Take it from someone who is a Scorpio, right? I am a master at stinging myself. But then usually whatever poison that comes in from the universe, or whatever I perceive as a poison, turns out to be my healing. Turns out to be that which is going to bring me to a higher vibrational state. And I think that's what we're going to be realizing today as we continue forward. We're going to realize that the solutions that come in today, they may appear to be almost like a lesser poison, and we might just take it just because it might make us feel a little bit better. But this poison that we're alleging that's coming into our life isn't actually that. It is going to be a serum for your healing. It's going to be a magical potion, if you will. I think really what comes down to it is that this potion that we're taking, that's going to heal us up, and it's going to restore our energy, restore our faith in ourselves, in the universe. This potion, the only downside is the fear that may grip our soul prior to taking this potion. It's just sort of like one of those "are you going to drink the Kool-Aid" kind of moments. I think we are all drinking some form of Kool-Aid today, and really this is actually meant for our healing. We're not just going to just pass out and die and shit like that, right? Getting a little deep and dark with this one. It's a Scorpio full moon, so I kind of have to do that, but there is still a lot of positivity here. Like I said, we got the card of healing, and not only that, but it is a 29. It's 29 in the deck. And whenever you get to 29 degrees of any sign, this is a moment of release, ultimately, of healing. So today is going to really signify the end of a chapter where you are no longer going to be just lashing out against yourself This is a moment of taking some personal responsibility, some personal integrity, and also realizing that all of us are worth far more than we give ourselves credit for. Now, I do have to say this, that there is evil in this world. There is true evil in this world that will try and knock you off your game, knock you off your path and your truth, and try and convince you that you are just simply a primal being that cannot control their emotions, and that you need a controller, that you need someone that's going to put you into a cage, lock you down, because you cannot control your energies and who you are. Do not believe that hype and that bullshit, because you are so much more powerful than what they and yourself give you credit for. You are so much more powerful than that. So much healing is happening with this full moon. So much releasing is happening with this full moon. So like I said, this first decan, Scorpio, 7 degrees, this is literally the belief in ourself. On one of the deepest level. We're talking fixed water here. We're talking like you're getting down into some of the deepest suppressed emotions that have been stuck for a long time, that got released. And this has to deal with 7 degrees, which is ruled by Neptune and Pisces and Scorpio. Do you know how deep of a release this was? It wasn't going to be comfortable. It wasn't designed to be comfortable. But damn it, if this isn't the healing that we need at the moment. But damn it, if this is not the healing that we need for this moment. Take the time today. Take the time today. Do your healing. Do your breath work. Do your spiritual work. Whatever it is that looks to you. Cry if you need to. Dance it out. Write it out. Hug it out. Do what you have to do today to get through. Last night, I was trying to go to sleep, and I had my anxiety that came in. The anxiety that I experience usually spikes in the nighttime. It took me a while to go to sleep. When I finally went to sleep, I woke up like 30 minutes later because the anxiety just kind of woke me up. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know if I even made it to the dreamland yet, but something happened. And then I ended up watching Boruto, of course, right? And me, because of my Pisces moon ass and my Sag rising, I find a lot of inspiration and stuff like that. So I actually found out what my ninja way was last night. I'll tell you what my ninja way is later on this evening. I'm gonna allow it to kind of marinate and percolate right now. But what is your ninja way? Ask yourself that today. And here's the thing though. The ninja way is essentially just this, I guess you could say, a phrase or a tenet that you live your life by, essentially. A tenet that you live your life by. I think what happened with this full moon in Scorpio is that we released some type of deep emotion that we have held on to for such a long time that has to do with ultimately the belief in ourselves. The belief in ourselves and the belief of us getting through dark moments and finding the light there, because that's ultimately what Scorpio is. Scorpio is not just like the super dark sign. It's about uncovering the layers of our subconscious to find the light, to find the seed of light within, and during that whole thing I wrote down what my ninja way was, and I actually felt immediately better after doing that. And just because you find your ninja way or this tenet of your life that you live by doesn't mean that you aren't going to experience challenges to this very thing, to this very tenet or ninja way. It doesn't mean you won't experience challenges or resistance to it. Because the universe is going to be like, all right, let's see if you're about it. Right? We're going to see if you're about it. Because the universe is pretty much impartial as far as that goes. But at the same time, Spirit is compassionate, it's loving, it's going to be there for you, but it will challenge you. So today, like I said, we're going through this massive healing. We're going through this massive shedding process. Scorpions have to shed their skin as well. They have to shed their outer layers. You know, the snake is another animal that kind of represents the scorpionic energy. Snakes have to go through a shedding period, and what happens after a snake sheds its skin? It's hypersensitive to the sun, it's hypersensitive to lights, and it can be quite kind of moody. So if you find yourself a little moody today, or other people a little moody today, there's a reason why. They're shedding, they're healing, just as you are, beloved. That's going to be it for this vibrational check-in, and I will be tuning in with you all later on this evening. You all have a lovely, blessed day. Radiate love, and be sure to, my old saying as I was, is to keep moving forward, stay focused, and smile often. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, and like I said, ask yourself, what is your ninja way? The tenet that you live your life by. What is that? Peace out, guys.